Well, I think you saw signs of improvement. I think our staff did a great job. I think we put together a good plan. Um, and really, the mission here is to create an identity, and that's who we want to be. We want to create balance. I think what we saw is when we can rush the ball, it makes everything else easier. Certainly third down's a lot easier. But our kids did a great job. I thought the effort was really good. We're making strides fundamentally. We got to focus on the technical things that we can do better. I think the morale is good. I think the intangibles are in place. I think you saw that come out of our kids, when we got put into a tough situation there being down. So that part was positive, but I think each unit has a inventory of things that we can improve at, and that's where our focus is at this week as we get ready to open Pac-12 play.
Improved performance, did you feel it in the practices leading up to Saturday that this was going to be a better performance than San Diego State?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I thought we had a much better week of preparation. And, a lot of times the product you see on the field is a product of a lot of people's work. We've got a great group of young men that we work with each day, but I thought each position coach did a great job of kind of answering the bell and doing a better job of teaching and preparing their unit. And the collective effort of that was a better product. Now, there are no moral victories, and the truth be known, you still got a bad taste in my mouth because I think we left a lot on the field. When you go back and watch the tape, there's 2 or 3 scores that are still out there. So we can make improvement, and the key to the drill is that we focus on the things that are going to allow us to do that. And that's better film steady, better self-discipline off the field, whether it be nutrition, hydration, sleep. Habits will determine how far we go. And I think we're certainly making progress in that. And practice was quality the last 2 days.
You had 4 touchdown drives in a row in the second half, and then the last 2 you were able to get those points. Was there something that happened in particular on those series that prevented that, or did you feel like just with the momentum and the way things were going that you guys were going to steamroll and just keep scoring?
Well, I think we had a critical third down. In particular there when we had a chance to take the lead. I think it was 3rd and 3, kind of on the right middle there where we had Kalen kind of got hung up on the screen. We had the correct call. They just did, they ran a game up front, and the guy ended up making the play. But, it just comes down to guys making those plays and execution. Anytime you play a game like that, you're going to look back and say, hey, I wish I'd called something a little bit different here or there. But for the most part, each possession where we got stopped, we could look in the mirror as a staff and as players and say, hey, we could have made a play there or did something a little bit different fundamentally or made a better decision here and had a different outcome. And that's the key here. Our players need to realize it's about us. Most every week when we come in here on Sunday, it's going to be that way going forward. So, great challenge this week with a much improved Oregon team. Outstanding staff on defense. Coach Levitt obviously is an outstanding football coach and has a tremendous track record. We've flipped the page and we're focused on what we can do to get ready to play this Saturday.
How well does Manning's style of play fit into your offense?
Well, I think it's a great fit. I think Manning can do about anything you want to do, truth be known. He's a quality passer. Can extend the play, and you saw that he can be effective as a runner. And he's doing a much better job of managing those situations when he has to rush the ball. So, there's still 5 or 6 plays there where the ball can be completed, and it's a collective effort typically on every football play. You got 11 guys that got to do their job. But Manny's a great fit. No matter what system you run, I think he can do it. So he's doing fine. Well, I think each time you go play, there's a different set of dynamics. But Oregon certainly is athletic, quick, really good team speed in general. And it'll be about creating manageable down and distances, I think. They got to do a good job rushing the quarterback. They're really good on third down. And And I think they've got some young secondary players, but I think they're growing up and they're playing better for them. So they're certainly much improved. They've overhauled their personnel. They've signed some really talented rookies that are playing for them. 2 in particular in the back end, and then 2 defensive linemen that are playing pretty good for them. So, and each of those returning players that they have, you can see they've had tremendous off seasons and they're much improved as players. So they'll present a lot of challenges, and they're playing good defense so far this year in the first 3 games. Yeah, there's a lot of carryover. He's got an identity in terms of what he does. They do have in the secondary, they've got their safeties coach is new. You can see a little bit of his imprint on the back end, but the front 7 is Levitt's kind of wheelhouse, and he's it's certainly his product in that regard. But you know, their staff, they've got a good group of coaches. Their defensive front plays really good. They're good technicians up front. They can rush. And I think in the back end, they'll line up and play press and play man-to-man coverage. So, you know, new set of challenges each week. You know, our guys have got to be ready. We got to have all of our bullets in our gun and go pull the trigger over and over. So, get ready for a 15-round bout, and it'll be that way going forward the rest of the way. Well, I think those kids have tremendous pride, you know, and it is what it is. I think they, as much as anybody, wanted to answer the bell. You know, they wanted to, play better, you know, and there's a lot of things that go into that. It's the running backs playing better, with better eye discipline, better fundamentals. It's the tight end group doing their part. I thought we got good work from that group in this past game. And then certainly the offensive line played better. You know, they're better technique, better fundamentals. And we still have tremendous room for improvement. You know, I think each unit has several things that we can do better, including the quarterback. So we're all seeking that improvement, and we're going to continue to seek that improvement. Like I've told you guys before, every team that I've ever been a part of, it's always a work in progress. New set of problems, new set of injuries, new defense that you're playing against. And you only got so much time to prepare. The key is maximizing the time and having the self-discipline to prepare now, so when the lights are bright, you can go play and prepare and play fast.